is Daniel, and Daniel wants you to believe that Germany just banned AfD members from holding civil jobs. He's loud, wrong, and convinced he's making a point about German democracy. Let's roll the clip.
So Germany just banned anyone from the AfD from being able to have a job in the civil service.
Daniel, you strike me as someone who values absolute free speech, so I'm going to exercise my right to free speech and read you to film. You made a bold claim here. It's a tiny problem. It's false. First thing we're learning is that you're new to federal systems. Germany is a federal republic. That means states make their own decisions on things like public service hiring. This new policy applies to Rheinland-Pfalz, which actually is right there in the headline. So not Bavaria, not Berlin, not all of Germany. Nobody is banning people from voting for the AfD. You can still stroll into the ballot box, whisper your weird little fantasy about remigration, and vote. No one's following you home. But here's the kicker. The AfD isn't just a political party anymore. It's been officially declared an extremist movement by Germany's domestic intelligence service. So when Rheinland-Pfalz says maybe don't apply to serve the public while backing an anti-democratic movement, that's not some overstep. That's called drawing a line in defense of everything worth protecting. You're actually pointing this out.
This, of course, because they want to safeguard their democracy.
Right. But keep yapping.
Allowed to be a police officer, a fireman, any sort of...
See, in Germany, civil servants swear an oath to our constitution. Why? Swearing an oath to our constitution ensures that civil servants are not executing orders or serving a government. They are serving the democratic order itself. All public authority in Germany, including police officers, teachers, judges, soldiers, firefighters, derives its legitimacy from the constitution. Article 20 explicitly states that all state authority emanates from the people. It shall be exercised by the people through elections and other votes, and by specific organs of legislation, execution, and jurisdiction. Swearing allegiance to it reinforces that civil servants serve the people via the Constitution, not the party in power. Now, under the Civil Servants Act, all civil servants must affirm loyalty to the free basic democratic order. They are bound by the duty of loyalty, the duty of neutrality in party political conflicts, and the expectation to actively defend democracy if it's under threat. In Nazi Germany, many civil servants, especially in law enforcement and the judiciary, carried out atrocities not because they believed in them, but because they served the regime over the law. And so we decided after 1945, never again will civil servants serve a government at the expense of democratic principles. The oath is designed to prevent blind obedience. That's what the oath says. I swear to uphold the basic law for the Federal Republic of Germany and all laws in force, and to fulfill my official duties conscientiously. If you're running a fire brigade, would you have a new hire sign a statement that they haven't been convicted of arson in the last 5 years? That's the same thing. You can still become an accountant, but if you apply to teach civics, maybe don't join a party that wants to burn down the curriculum.
There's no historical precedent in Germany for banning a political opposition.
Daniel, bless your historical heart. There absolutely is. Germany has banned 2 political parties since 1945. But that's not what you're getting at. You keep gesturing at Weimar without really understanding it. Daniel, Weimar didn't fail because it banned too many parties. It failed because it didn't ban the one that mattered. So when you're calling this a slippery slope into fascism, you're missing the point. Not banning fascists was the slope.
I got to check to see who's in AfD or not, because you can just switch your political party to keep your...
You said that with the smugness of someone who claims to have spotted a plot twist in a movie they haven't seen. I'm going to assume you're genuinely confused here. New hires are asked to sign a declaration stating that they haven't been part of an extremist movement in the past 5 years. If they refuse to sign or credible doubts are raised, the application can be denied. Existing public servants aren't purged, but it might trigger an internal review. That's a democracy doing background checks before handing out authority on a silver platter. You don't get fired for your beliefs. You get sidelined when your loyalties are incompatible with the job you're asking to do.
They're walking around, you can kind of just know instantly what political party they're part of. Maybe they'll have some sort of little badge they put on your clothes, like a blue...
You really went there, huh? You compared a job screening to Holocaust-era persecution. I'm going to put this in very simple words for you. The people who were forced to wear badges in Nazi Germany weren't trying to dismantle democracy. They were being persecuted and executed by the people who already had. You don't get to use the iconography of it because someone asked for a loyalty declaration at a public sector job interview. No one is marking AfD members. No one is banning them from grocery stores. No one is sending them to camps. They're being told, if you want to serve the state, you have to believe in the democratic order that defines it. Comparing this to HC badges is not the edgy commentary you think it is. It's historical desecration. Shame on you. If you're more concerned about somebody having to affirm democratic values than you are about a political movement working openly to dismantle them, then you are not afraid of tyranny. You're afraid of consequences. What you and everyone nodding along with you consistently fail to grasp is this: a democracy that tolerates the intolerant without limits will not survive. Courtesy of Karl Popper. You might think that shielding hate is noble. It's just how the lights go out. We've learned that the hard way. Will you?